Happy New Comic Book Day, web heads. That's right, guys. I just got word that we could be getting a possible hurricane hitting the state tomorrow. You know what? I better head to that comic book shop, pick up my comic books, so I'm ready for it. Hey, you gotta have your priorities straight. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, I think this is episode 447, and yes, this is the video series where each and every week I show you, the fans, what I get at the comic book store, which is, yes, Comic Central right behind me, that provides all that great customer service, wonderful comic books, and great prices as well, guys. So let me just tell you, it's going to storm pretty bad here. I guess we're getting a tropical storm / hurricane kind of heading our way. So I wanted to get my comic books nice and early. Like I said, priorities right before everything else. But let's get started. Let's not waste any more time. So here we go. The Mysterious Black Bag. All right, so here we go. Bam! There is the stack. Check that out. There's some good stuff here today, I think, that you're going to enjoy. All right, first things first, let's talk about the independent comic books, guys. Scarent Hood issue 1. This is from IDW. New series from them. Pretty interesting. We got like ghost hunters that hunt demons. And then they're like normal parents and they drop their kids off at daycare and stuff. From what I heard, this is the same artist as the Ice Cream Man. So I'm definitely looking forward to this book and seeing what it has to offer. This was one of those impulse buys. Like, I looked inside of it. I read the description of it as well. And I'm like, okay, I'll try this one out. It's different from IDW. And again, it's Scarent Hood issue 1. So there you have it. All right, next. From Boom Studios, we have 7 Secrets issue 4 from Tom Taylor. Phenomenal book. We get our main character here who has, his name is Casper, who has completed his training. He is definitely one of the people that holds the cases. What is inside these cases? That's the biggest secret in this book. And it's a really well-written book. I love the characters in here as well. Again, if you're a fan of Tom Taylor, if you like Deceased, guys, I think you might like this book if you're looking for an independent title. So there you have it, 7 Secrets. This is issue 4. All right, next, the continuation of Red Mother. This is issue 10, another masterpiece from Boom Comics. Such a great, horrific book. It's very suspenseful. It definitely is a mystery as well. Who is the Red Mother? There's just crazy stuff that goes on in this particular book, and I really, really enjoy it. This is something that you should read. Here's some more artwork. There's that horrific creature that's in there. This is a good book, guys. If you haven't picked it up, I say it all the time when this comes out. Read that first trade. See if you can find the other ones on the store shelves, or just wait for the second trade to come out. So that's Red Mother. This is issue 10. All right, heading to DC. This is the big one of the week, right? I think out of all comics. This is Punchline issue 1. This is written by James Tynion IV. And this is the book I feel that really defines the character if people are going to latch on to her. Because we're going to learn more about her. We're going to learn more about her psyche. And I think that's what you need for a brand new character. She was kind of just thrown into the Joker war, and she's like, oh, look, she kicked some serious butt. But we're going to learn more about her, I feel. And you can see that here in all this dialogue and narration and whatnot. So I think this is going to be quite interesting. So yeah, there you have it. There's Punchline issue 1. Looking forward to this one. All right. So with that, of course, comes the variant covers when it comes to Punchline, right? So we have a Punchline issue 1, the Cho cover. So that's a pretty nice looking cover, as you can see here. So that's nice. And then we wind up getting the Peach Momoko variant as well. I love this cover. I think it's nice. You know, I love the soft colors of the coloring of this book. And you get to see the knives all around her and everything else. So that's pretty cool as well. All right. So other DC books, we have Wonder Woman. This continues the story with her and Maxwell Lord. And so this is issue 766. It's been an okay book. Again, it's kind of like a little story arc before we get into the whole endless winter situation. And that's okay. That's fine. I've been enjoying it. I think the artwork has been very well done as well. And I'm looking forward to this Brazilian Wonder Woman as well. I think there's a lot of hype behind her, and I think this could be a character that could take off in the future as well. Check out the facial expressions with Diana here. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this issue. This is issue 766. All right, next, guys, we have a new villain in the Batman world once again. This is in Detective Comics. This is 1030. This is the Mirror. You know, obviously he wants to destroy Batman. He feels like he's horrible for the series, for the city, sorry. And this has been a pretty awesome first story to this character as well. Artwork is real sketchy-like, but it's cool. It's different. Right, kind of blends in a little bit, so maybe a little bit too two-dimensional for my liking, but it's all right. Cool facial expressions there. So we'll see what happens with this particular issue. That's issue 1030. I do love the cover there, as you get to see like his reflection in the mirror's mask there. All right, next we have the continuation of Champions. This is issue 2. I have not read issue 1 yet. I'm behind on this series, so I'm curious to see what this has to offer for me, if I'm going to be continuing or not. I really love the original series when it came to the Champions. Here's the interior artwork, if this helps you make a decision on buying this comic or not. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Are any of you guys reading Champions? I did not hear anybody talk about this book when the first issue came out. So let me know in the comments below. All right. Next, we have the X of Swords continuation. We have part 14 of 22. The last issue was quite interesting, right? I was kind of like, dude, what's going on here when it comes to the X of Swords? So we have that. I don't want to spoil anything because the end of the last issue was interesting. And I don't think I'm going to show you anything when it comes to the artwork, because there's a lot going on in this particular book. But at the end of this last issue of the story, right, something definitely happens with this character here. Does that stay true? I don't know. We'll see. But you guys that are reading Ten of Swords, X of Swords, whatever you want to call it, knows what I'm talking about here. So pretty cool. Story's amping up again. All right, next we have Ten of Swords, part 15 of 22, that takes place in Excalibur. So yeah, this is a nice looking cover, as well as we have our heroes getting ready to do battle. This interior artwork I think I can show you here, because obviously this is the next chapter and I don't think it's really going to spoil anything. So here we have some of the interior artwork as well. So that's a continue of that one. And then we have Wolverine, issue 7. This is part 16 of 22. So we have 3 parts this week when it comes to the Ten of Swords. This is a nice looking cover. I love all this, as you can see all the characters in the X. And then I love how you can see Wolverine coming at you with his blade. So that's really awesome. And then here's some of the interior artwork in here. Wow, the artwork looks interesting. Let's see. Look at this. Kind of looks like a little bit independent-like, I guess. Look at that, man. Dude, it looks cool. I love the layouts in this as well. Pin-up page there. Look at that. Wow, that's out there, man. That is cool. I'm looking forward to reading this one. Check it out, guys. Wow, awesome. And then with that came the actual, what's it called? The Phoenix variant when it came to the Ten of Swords. So that one is really cool. All right, so guys, you know what time it is now? It's time for those Facebook shoutouts.
All right, guys. Yes, it's time for those Facebook shoutouts. Guys, are you ready? So our first shout out today goes to Rodney Garcia. He has a homage covers call. He goes, which ones do you have and which ones are your favorites? So pretty cool here. He's got Amazing Spider-Man 300 where he's got his Spawn homage cover. He's got his New Mutants homage cover with the first appearance of Deadpool, more Amazing Spider-Man 301 with Spawn. We got Wolverine ones, some great comic book covers there. Thank you for sharing these, Rodney. Next, we have a new member in the house. This is Ricardo Ruiz. He says, new comic book day for November 4th. Had a pretty big haul this week. This was the most books he has ever picked up in 1 week. And let me just tell you, it's just going to get worse from here. Thank you for showing the haul. Great books that you picked up that particular week. Next, we wound up having another new member. This is Leo Peralta. He says, my weekly Sunday morning reads and comic book day haul from November 4th, which was last week. We get to see we got multiple variant covers when it came to crossover. We get to see Web of Venom, Empire's End there. We have Justice League, Batman, Tales from the Dark Multiverse. A lot of great covers there, all lined up. Perfect picture. Thank you so much for sharing, and welcome to the group, Leo. And next, we have a nice little haul here from Paul Martin. He says, a day of hunting, some of the gems found. And let me just tell you, there's a lot of Batman books. There's a lot of Spider-Man books, especially Spider-Man, I think issue 298 and 299 on there. Some pretty good finds that I see on there. Great Thor books as well. Flashpoints on there. Great stuff on there. Congratulations on all those books you picked up, Paul. So guys, if you want a possible shout out in future comic book day hauls, all you got to do is go on to my Facebook group page called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. All I got to do is approve you and you guys are all set. So back to you, new comic book day, Mike Spider Slayer.
And we're back for the haul, the continuation of the haul, that is. So now, continuing with Marvel Comics, we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 52, Last Remains. The battle between Spider-Man and Kindred continues. Really cool looking cover, you know, it's got that going for it. I think the artwork is pretty cool as well, as that's got it going for it. And it looks like that Kindred is going to be doing battle against Spider-Man in this issue, which I think it's long overdue. I think we definitely need that at this point. We need some kind of action. We need some kind of something here that gets people excited about this book, because when you got to read the last issue of 51 LR, you're like, oh man, Moreland's back? Woo! Like, I don't care about Moreland. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that Spider-Man action, you know? So we'll see what happens in Amazing Spider-Man issue 52. Let's hope the story finally gets going here, gets me excited for the next issue, and maybe we'll move on from Kindred eventually, right? All right, so of course, like I said, we talked about the Amazing Spider-Man, so now we have the continuation, 52 LR, right? Why couldn't they just make these separate issues? Like, it's just weird. So we get this story at the same time as well. So this is still dealing with Sin Eater. We have Mary Jane in the mix as well. In the last issue, Norman Osborn rescued her from all the destruction that was going on. Obviously, Norman, I think, needs Mary Jane to reach out to her, to his son, to get something from him for not being Kindred anymore or whatever, or to break through to him, or whatever the case may be. So there you have that one, The Amazing Spider-Man issue 52 LR. All right, so continuing on with Marvel Comics, we have Iron Man issue 3, badass Alex Ross variant right here. This one is so cool, man, as he is just using his thrusters, flying through the city, evading this weird thing, whatever that is. Does that happen in this issue? I don't know. But nevertheless, let me just tell you, it's a great looking cover. Let's see what happens. This guy's trying to park next to me. Almost like freaking ran right into my car. Like, really? So there we have that. And then, let's see, more interior artwork in here. Let's see. Last issue was okay. It wasn't that fantastic. Then we have this right here. Okay, so we got that artwork. And more here with, it's not Pepper Potts, it's Hellcat, I think. Or, yeah, I think that's what her name is. I forgot who it is. Patsy Walker. All right, next we have Strange Academy. This is issue 5. Now, I decided to hold on to this thing. One more issue. Let's see if it can sell me. It looks like there's a plot that is definitely developing at this point. So, we'll see what's going on here. So, here's the interior artwork. It's done by Humberto Ramos. Here's some more of the artwork. I really want to like this book. Like, I feel like this book has strong potential, but it's been taking a little while to get to a plot that really means something. And I want to connect to these characters more. So I'm going to give it another issue. This is the 5th try. We'll see what happens with it. I love Scotty Young, and I love Humberto Ramos. All right, next we have Darth Vader issue 7. My gosh, the last issue of Darth Vader
was so flipping good.
Like, the Emperor, he was like destroying Darth Vader, like breaking him down to the point before he became Darth Vader. Brought him to the place where he came from. Like, oh my gosh, it was insane. And here's some of the interior artwork in here. It looks like some flashbacks. Here's some more interior artwork as you get to see Darth Vader finding the will to live. So, gosh, guys, if you're not reading Darth Vader and you're a Star Wars fan, this is a book that you must read. Best Darth Vader series to date so far. Great, great book. All right, next. This is long overdue. This is Taskmaster. This is issue 1. I love Taskmaster as a villain. I think he's a great character. Great concept of a character. I'm so curious to see what's happening. But when you open up the first page in here, you got a dude playing golf, right? And Taskmaster's got a golf club in his hand. So is the Taskmaster a golfer? It looks like it could be a little comical. There's some freaking golf rage going on in here. Now this is really piquing my interest. I can't wait to see what's going on. You got Bullseye there as well? What's happening in this book, man? That's cool. Great looking cover. Can't wait to read this. Long overdue, right? All right. And then last but not least, this is one of the only stories that I have not read from Donny Cates, one of the few, and this is Baby Teeth Volume 1. My friend from Comic Frontline, Comic Uno, Kat, who's on Comic Book Weekly live show that we do every Tuesday night, recommended this to me a long time ago, and I just never picked it up. So I told her that I told her, if you read a specific series, I'll pick up Baby Teeth. And she said she would, and so I picked it up. And if you guys never checked it out and you're a fan of Donny Cates, you might want to check this one out. It's, again, a horrific type of book. This is one of the first independent books that he actually ever did, and it's done by Aftershock. So there you have it, Baby Teeth Volume 1. There's 3 volumes to this, and I'm going to get all 3. So, guys, there you have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So, before I go, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. And I'm going to head on out. I'm going to leave you more content right here. And I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A before, this weather gets worse. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, this is Mike Spuzzler signing off. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.